Hello guys. So today I want to try out the default ATC, and for that I've loaded a SimBrief flight plan into the world map, and I will just pre-select some things here. For example, that we don't start right at the runway. Okay. That looks fine. And I will also pre-select an approach. Let's see. Alright, that looks good to me. So I set the ATC so that the pilot will automatically communicate with ATC, and there's a bit of a problem, which is that the pilot will talk to ATC even before the batteries are turned on. So the first thing I'll try to do is to turn on the batteries as soon as I can. Let's go.
Menorca Tower Logic Autopilot Alpha Bravo Charlie 123 IFR 2 Ibiza ready to copy. Menorca Tower Logic Autopilot Alpha Bravo Charlie 123 ready to copy IFR clearance to Ibiza.
Takeoff runway 19er climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119er decimal 45 squawk 5162.
Logic Autopilot Alpha Bravo Charlie 123 cleared to Ibiza Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 19er climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure on 119er decimal 45 squawk 5162.
Logic Autopilot Alpha Bravo Charlie 123 readback is correct. Contact ground on 118.2 when ready to taxi. Good day.
So it looks like I was fast enough. Look at that. It would automatically set the transponder to on, and it would automatically put in the squawk code for me. Alright, so everything is fine. Let's see. I will not go through checklists, and I will not go through safety procedures either, as the main goal of this video is to check out the ATC. Alright. Let me check if the options are actually saved. Yes, they are. Great. Alright, so I'll go here and request the data from SimBrief. Then I'll go back, go to weight and balance, send another request, which puts in the information for me, and then I can click on start boarding, and the boarding will start. Now let's have a look at the dashboard and catch the data from SimBrief and go to the operational flight plan, and let's have a look. Block fuel is 4233, and I'll type that in and start the refueling. Alright, let's go to the init page and enter some information. That's our flight level, that's our cost index. Alright. Let's have a look at the flight plan. That looks all good. And I'll wait until the loading has completed. Alright, it looks like it has stopped. So that means I can go to the fuel prediction page, click here and paste in the 0 fuel weight. Let's go to the init page, to page 2, and the block fuel was 4.2. Alright, so flight plan, init fuel prediction, we can proceed to the performance page. First you want to enter the flaps, and then you can get your V-speeds with a double click. And the flex temperature is something that you would have to calculate. I would just make up this number. It would basically pretend the engines that it would be so warm, and by that the engines will slightly derate in power. Alright. I'll now start the APU, and we have to wait for this message, and then we can actually start the APU. Let's turn on the fuel pumps too, and I'll always mess up the lights, so please bear with me. And the APU should be starting. So let's see. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet.
Menorca ground, Logic Autopilot Alpha Bravo Charlie 123 requesting pushback.
Menorca ground, Logic Autopilot Alpha Bravo Charlie 123, no pushback. Tuck is available to answer your request.
So as you see, the APU actually triggered the ATC to proceed, which is nice. We have no pushback car available, which is not a problem. We'll just go ahead and turn ourselves. I'm gonna be lazy and press B, which will set the QNH for me. Let's close the door, turn on the APU bleed, and we will now start the engines. Normally you start them in sequence, but technically you can start them both at once. And I'll never click anything of any of those buttons here. It will all happen automatically. You don't have to use it this way, but I'm...
Menorca ground, Logic Autopilot Alpha Bravo Charlie 123 with Oscar ready to taxi IFR.
I find it quite enjoyable.
Charlie 123 taxi to and hold short of runway 19er using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 118.2 and ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 19er using taxiway Alpha Logic Autopilot Alpha Bravo Charlie 123.
So let's wait until the engines have fully started. I think those two... Yeah, now the power basically comes from the engines, and I can turn off the external power as well as the APU. Alright. I'll already select flaps 1 before I forget it, and I'll arm the spoilers. And alright. That looks fine. Parking brake is released. So my taxiing will be a bit of a mess. I find it quite hard compared to explain, but I'll do my best. I also have the problem that my throttle is not properly recognized by Microsoft. So it will actually only work if I use my joystick at the same time, which is a bit of a pity. But it's okay with the Airbus, as you don't use the throttle anyway, except for takeoff and and then when you retard the thrust on touchdown.